Hi guys, it's Easy here and I've got another position of the day for you. I'd like to show you something and teach you something about power. I've got this position and the another position, so it's part 1 and part 2. Both of them I played in Las Vegas tournament and I've made a mistake because of the bad thinking. So I'd like you to learn with me what you should be paying attention to, and basically that every time you learn something new, you should always try to not forget it, but like keep in mind and just be open that like two positions can look as different as it can be, but they can have the same idea, same future as always. They can have the same story. So this is what I like to illustrate here. Of course, today I'm just going to show you one position and another position will be next week, but you will see that the idea is basically similar. So we've got 3-2 here. And we are on the bar, we're 5 pips up before the roll, so what should be our play? What are even options? So whether we enter on the 3 or on the 2, well, I mean, that's not much of a difference whether you enter on the 3 or a 2, right? I mean, ideally, if you could choose, I guess you would like to enter on the 3, but then the only two would be to play 6 to 4, so that's one option. Second option, if we enter on the 23 point, then our 3 would be, I guess, just 14-11. I don't think there will be any other 3 because we don't want to play bar to 20 because, well, then we are just exposing ourselves to the double shot here. So we would give him 5s and 2s, and on the 5 point, we would give him 3s and 1s. Well, in the shortcut, it's just no good because we're just giving him everything, all the power. I mean, he can double hit us, which will be super powerful for him. So there's no way we're going to do that. So back to the question, should we enter on the 22 and play 6 to 4, or should we enter on the 23 and play 14-11? Now, maybe normally our thinking would be, well, let's automatically hit. I mean, it should be like fighting for the point and so on and so on. But I'd like you to always realize if the position is powerful, I mean, if you get the power, if you get the initiative, if you get the potential to do so. Because what is really going to happen if we play bar 22 6 to 4? What are we really hoping for? I mean, except the dancing numbers, of course, 6-1, double 6, and double 1s, right? What are we really hoping for? First of all, questions, right? Questions what can come to your mind all the time. Are you preventing him from doing something? Well, so what is he going to accomplish by his throw? Well, if we play bar 22 and 6 to 4, so he can hit us with the 4. He can hit us with the 1. He can anchor up with the 3. Or he can just hit with the 5 with the 2 if he just enters well, right? So what did we really accomplish? Well, not much because he can still do a lot of stuff anyway, right? Of course, it's got advantage if he dances, of course, then we've got... And exactly, now I want to hear from you. What position do we get? I mean, if he dances, if he rolls bad, let's say he rolls not even 2-6, not even 5-6, what is that? What is even there, okay? But let's say he dances. Well, sure, it's a great position, but we just risk a lot to get... I mean, it's not even a winner, right? We don't have the power, we don't have the checkers, we don't have options. Our position doesn't have the initiative to hit now. So let's look at the other thing, which would be entering on the 23 point and playing 14-11. Well, suddenly, again, what can we expect that is going to happen? Well, if he rolls, okay, he can hit us. Well, not much happened afterwards if he hits us, so we just go back. We lost a little bit on a race. Still like even position, right? If he comes out with a 5 or a 6, well, okay, let him do so. I mean, it's better than he hits us, than he anchors up like before, because before we've got no power. Now, we will be always able to do something. Also, we're up in the race, so like we don't mind that he just goes forward, right? It could be different if we were way behind in a race. I mean, of course, the position would look differently, but then, of course, we will be gaining something else because then we wouldn't care about getting hit at all, and it would just more benefit us because we would prefer him losing the time. But now, this is just the perfect solution. So what's the way how to think about these kind of positions? Well, every time it can be early game, it can be middle of the game. What you gotta think about when you've got, and now I'm gonna say shortage of checkers, right? People would, you can hear some people say 8 checkers in the zone, 9 checkers in the zone, 10 checkers in the zone, and so on and so on. It's a good indicator, but you always have to check the future, right? Because now we've got 9 checkers in the zone. In many, many cases, I guess we've got 9, right? 3, 5, 7, 9. In many, many cases, that's enough. Well, in this case, you should not be hitting. I do plus plus, already did that before. So entering on a 23 point and playing 14-11 is the best play by far. And yeah, hitting, just what are we hoping for? That's the basic question you have to be asking. You have to see the future. And what do I mean by it? Sometimes people just make a play and then I'm just asking them, well, what are you hoping for? And they tell me, well, I'm hoping that they miss, that they roll bad. Okay, and that's usually where the thinking process finishes, right? But then I'm asking them, well, what is actually bad? What roll are you exactly hoping for? Because even sometimes happens that there's just no roll at all, which is then the best scenario because, people are just trying to figure out what roll they are actually hoping for, and well, then they realize. Of course, in this position, you can really argue and say, well, there is double six, double ones when he dances. But it's just not enough. It's not enough gain for us to just make this play because we are losing a lot if he anchors, hits, whatever he's gonna do in so many cases. And we will just gain if he dances. Is that really the only thing what we are hoping for? Not really, right? So after this play, even if he anchors, so he rolls like what? 3, again, something just 3-6. Well, how can we ever make a 4-point? How could it be ever powerful, right? We are so vulnerable. So no, we should stop that and just play bar 23, 14-11, and let's do something the next throw. You will see in the next part with another position, another example, completely different looking position. So you will have more examples. And what do I mean by it? We will use the same thinking process like we did just here. Not the thinking process literally, but more like the analysis. How will we approach the position? So this is it. Let me know if you've got any question about this, because this is like a huge topic. Of course, I'm talking more about it in the courses, which I'm always preparing something new and something new. But this is just a good example, good analysis where I've actually made a mistake because, well, sometimes I just do mistakes even, well, who doesn't, right? So have a good day and see you soon. Would you like to improve your game or maybe even become a grandmaster? Backgammon Coaching offers 4 options how to help you with that. First, we've got video courses. Any level you are at, video courses will give you knowledge, tools, and shortcut of a world-class player. Second, individual lessons one-on-one. In case you've been stuck at the same average PR and you don't know what to do, individual lessons are here for you. Third and fourth, we will transcribe and analyze your matches. So we will point out all the mistakes. Visit backgammoncoaching.com for more information.